Link down below first and foremost to credit the article uploader, The Verge. And within it, you can click on the embedded official PlayStation's YouTube channel to watch the showcase on this Project Q that's coming out later at the end of this year sometime, with no set price yet, though the rumor's about 300 US. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's essentially just a streaming screen. This is not a Steam Deck, this is not a Switch, it's not a PS Vita, it's not a PSP, it's not a tablet. You cannot put any games on it, and you stream your PS5 games while it's on or in rest mode, and those games need to be installed on your PS5, and it works via remote play. And if it's anything like it was my experience a near decade ago on my PS Vita with Diablo 3, when I went to visit my parents, you will not have to stay home for this to work. You'll just have to be logged in probably into the same PlayStation account naturally, so it knows how to connect to each other, right? Since you're not going to be on the same network per se. There's also going to be some wireless, lossless quality earbuds. There's going to be more information on that. It's going to work on the PS5 and the PC. Again, all this coming from the official PlayStation Twitter account. So let's just read really quick what they say here before I share my thoughts. They're going to launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi/cellular. It's been confirmed, so they say. PlayStation boss Jim Ryan said during the PlayStation Showcase, internally known as Project Q, it is an 8-inch HD screen, and all of the buttons and functionalities of the DualSense wireless controller with the haptic feedback and all that googly guck. As you can see in the picture here, it looks like they took one of these controllers, split them in half, which these alone are almost $100. So how much do you think that 8-incher is going to be? Okay. And it's going to be more specifically capable of 1080p, 60 FPS, adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, like I said. And they didn't specifically state when and how much the device is going to cost, but we know what it looks like. Okay, so to me, this is like the Wii U tablet. Remember that? Exactly. It's a companion to your PS5. Now I think this is great, price reflective, but if a PS5 console, at least mine was like $400-ish, but that's Canadian, $400 or $500 with the tax. Anyways, I don't know how much this is going to be. I don't want to speculate, but obviously it's not going to be more than the PlayStation 5 console. I can't see it costing more than a Switch. That would be ridiculous. A Switch in Canadian bucks is like $400. I really hope this ain't $400, because again, this is not a Steam Deck. You cannot put anything on it. It's remote play only. So there's no cloud gaming, though it's speculated with Sony and having a good cloud system, they may incorporate that later, but what I just told you, that's just speculation and a rumor. It would make sense for them to add cloud gaming. That would make it a lot more worth it. If this thing was like a Steam Deck and you had, like, picture this. I'm just pulling this out of my ass here. Let's go to a nice, beautiful picture here. There we go. Or whatever, this thing here. Let's blow that up a bit. There we go. Let's say this thing was, like, available in a few options. Just the screen, so it's just streaming over remote play with the capability of cloud maybe at a later date. That would be cool at one price point. Imagine if you had another one that was a little bit thicker, you know what I'm saying, and allowed you some storage to put some games on there, kind of like the Steam Deck. Maybe the ability to have an external hard drive, you know, the one connected to your PS5, so that you can at least play some PS4 games or something. I'm just maybe talking out of my butt here, but then it would have to power the games. No, that wouldn't work. Just something like the Steam Deck, to keep it simple, where you can actually install games on it. To me, that would make it more of an appealing piece of tech for me. I have my Switch with a crap ton of games on it. The graphics and all that, they're good enough for me. OLED screen, good for me. Again, it looks vibrant and fantastic. On an LCD screen, though, PS5 games, they're going to look great, even on just an LCD screen. I'm worried about the price. Like I said, the remote alone's $100, right? So if this thing is like $250 Canadian at most, I'm hoping this thing is like $169.99 US dollars, but I don't see that being the case. I read a rumor that it's going to be around 300 US dollars, but do not quote me on this information. If they haven't stated what the price is, we can't really guess what it is. Everything else from there is just speculation, rumored bullshit. But yeah, that's my main thing. If this thing's only a couple of $100 Canadian somehow, yeah, as an extra gimmick, sure, I'm laying in bed, I don't want to play my Switch. I want to play some wrestling or hockey games or just some games that you can't get on the Switch. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be better than me being tempted to have to unplug my PS5, which I used to do with my PS3 and PS4 back in the day, and have a monitor on my nightstand table. Now I don't. I just have my Switch on a little stand thing, and I just play with my actual Pro controller. I don't usually like, like the Switch, how it feels in handheld mode, depending on the game. This is like the full-fledged controller, it looks like. So, it'll be neat. No idea on the battery life. I don't think any of the specs are mentioned. Truth be told, I'm just reading the articles. I didn't even get a chance to watch the video. So we're going to wrap it up here. There's not much else for me to say on this. I just wanted to share the gaming news that this is a thing and that it's official. We just don't know too much about it. And based on prior history, like I said, it is very likely that you are not going to be bound to your home within like your router's range or whatever, your modem, to be able to play this. Because again, I've personally done it myself several years ago with a PS Vita and Diablo 3 remote played from my, I just don't remember if it was PS3 or PS4. So yeah. So there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. There's a little snippet of the wireless earbuds there. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. We'll bend it in half, twist it, and we'll break off one of these handles off in your ass. And we'll make sure that if you ever pre-order one, it ends up coming to my house. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great. I'm trying to get more into like gaming news and stuff like this. Trying to very quickly get to the point, give you the links so that you can read things on your own. And then from there, if I decide to ramble on for 5 or 10, 15 minutes afterwards, I don't feel bad because I got to the point, hopefully fairly quickly, gave you what you needed to know, and then the rest is just bullshit fluff if you want to stick around and listen to me ramble on 100 miles an hour. All right? Oh yeah, did I say that? See, and with all that, I forgot to mention, if you want to subscribe, I mean, naturally that, yes, I did say that. All right, I need more sleep. Take care. Let me know down below what you think of this. And what's the most you'd be willing to pay, and in the currency from the country that you live in, for something like this? And if you have a Switch, are you still as well mildly interested in this? Okay? Take care, and until next time, bye for now.